Yo guys, Theo here on Common Sense. I'm recording this video about anger for a client. I'm hiding behind some buildings here if I need to scream like that more. This guy describes to me how, well, I told him a while back that he needs to find healthy outlets for his anger, to process it, but also get to the bottom of what is it you're actually angry about. You see, we store emotions in our body, in our nervous system, mainly from childhood. It could of course be from other intense and traumatic events later on in our life, but our kind of core programming, our core sensitivities, core emotions that we're going to find ourselves struggling with at times, those are going to be similar. And anger is a big one for many of us. And this guy, he now described that, I think you're right. You know, I think walking around with anger but not knowing how to deal with it makes me a little bitch, pretty much. And that's true. When you suppress anger, one or two things happens. Either you act out completely, you're way too sensitive, jump, you might be violent, you know, or you become the sort of nice guy, you know, that goes around showing a nice face all the time, even because you feel obligated to, from experiences you had when you were younger, but you're really fuming beneath the surface. And when it feels safe, you're gonna be just a little passive-aggressive bitch to people around you. And of course, a bit of both can happen. For me, I've definitely been the passive-aggressive nice guy, but I am also the kind of, when you push my limit, I will just explode, you know. And I've never been violent, but as you can see from some of my videos, I can be quite violent even in my speak. I can completely just obliterate and destroy someone with my words. That's exactly what was done to me as a child, right? So this is gonna be a short video on this topic. Let me know what you guys think. But really, when it comes to dealing with emotions, there are two things we need to do. One thing is just that when we feel that emotion, in order to process it here and now and release it just now, you know, so we don't go around either just fuming, boiling completely, or being in this like little bitch passive-aggressive mode, we need to let it out somehow, right? But the thing is, letting it out just now, that is not gonna address the core issue. What is it really you're carrying with you? What is it you're so angry about? Because probably when you're just generally angry, it's not something that just happened. That's something that kind of re-traumatizes you, re-triggers you. Like, I know the word traumatize, like, just think of it as a functional term. It doesn't always have to be this huge traumatic event we're talking about, right? But so, there are different ways, right? But, you know, the emotion of anger, it is a sympathetic nervous response. You're gonna turn on like that, you know. So doing something physical when we want the sympathetic nervous system to be turned on, that's obviously great. So channeling your anger into a hard-ass gym workout, that's great. But whatever physical, if you like running, if you like, you know, even chopping wood, you know, punching the punching bag, all of those things work. And also listening to the right kind of music. Listening to the right kind of music to kind of channel that, you know, that's a good way when you're feeling this like little, like, I know, passive-aggressive mode, you know, it's there, but I can't really bring it out. Listening to the right kind of music that just gets you going, you know, and then going to hit that workout, and you take the steam, you blow off the steam, right, and now you're gonna be able to go about your day more calm. The thing is, though, that the emotion of anger, that's not really, apart from acutely in moments, you know, it's an emotion that's sort of a defense mechanism. It's a last resort. It's probably you're actually sad about something, right? But when being sad doesn't work, it's just like being loud and violent even, you know. That feels like that's the only way to protect yourself. But when you dig beneath the anger, you see, and we have to process, we have to let the anger out somehow. But if you want to just this to happen less frequently, be more in control, understand yourself. So, because it's also when these things are just like boiling unconsciously, you don't even know why I'm so fucking angry about, you know. You gotta go digging and doing things like, for that, you know, you're gonna have to sit in stillness. This is what 99% of people don't want to do with their uncomfortable emotions and thoughts, you know. But sit in stillness and ask yourself, what is it really that, well, if it's me, let's example out, that little Theo is angry about, the inner child. What is it that makes him so upset, you know? and you're gonna find some answers to that. And that's the long term. That's how we actually heal and process it. The other thing, that you can't, because otherwise we're gonna be dependent on, like, I need to listen to music, I need to work out all the time to not feel like I'm in fucking rage, you know. And it's healthy. It's healthy. It's something we cannot always sit down and do the heavy work. We need, that's what I told my client, right? That we need some kind of outlet for it right now. But then the long-term work is to actually sit with the feeling and ask yourself, what is it I am so angry about? So I'll tell you before I go, I'll tell you in my case that it is this, that I grew up with an autistic little brother, that we would always fight like siblings do, but over way more unreasonable things. The example I take, he would freak out if I locked the bathroom door, which I obviously want to do when I go to the bathroom, you know, and he would just start beating me. And I was always told that I cannot get angry, you know, you cannot get angry because he doesn't know better. You understand, so you just have to take it, kind of, you know. So I've always had to suppress this, because even on, like, some little fucking kid, I knew that, yes, he doesn't know as well as me, but this is not fair. This is not fair, you know. And also, for reasons that I won't go into, but I just felt like I never get fucking credit. I get treated as some little fucking idiot when I'm capable, I'm smart, I am good, you know. No one ever tells me, you know. And so I know that little Theo felt extremely angry about this, but of course was told to always suppress it, and that's why it's a lot of it has been this like little passive-aggressive nice guy thing for me, but being still can be on edge and at times just explode also, you know. So letting it out here and there in a healthy way, that's also what's going to make you not explode as much. That even, like now for instance, when I get angry now, I don't really lose control, you know. You can see how I channel it into a video sometimes also, just use that energy to deliver a message, but I never really completely flip out. I don't have interactions in my life when someone is like, what the fuck happened to him, you know, or something. So it's about that, letting off, blowing off the steam when you have to. It keeps it at a level that's more manageable, but also the long-term work is to sit with yourself. Like, how do you think I know these things about myself, where my anger comes from? Because I literally sat down with myself and asked myself, Theo, little Theo, what's wrong, really? I know you're feel like being big and loud, but what is it that you're really trying to protect? Well, the little boy that was so sad and hurt over this situation just had to take abuse, right? Both for himself but for his brother, also knowing on a level that this is not fair. Either of us, right? So yeah, you know, that's how the video became longer than I anticipated before starting it. I have so many things to say about the thing like this, but I'll keep it shorter than most of my videos recently at least. So please guys, let me know your thoughts. You can tell me your experiences about anger, but if there's anything more you want me to talk about, other emotions really, or ways to deal with it. But yeah, this was for you, Big T. Yeah, but I do holistic bodybuilding coaching, getting jacked and stacked mentally, physically, spiritually, working on ourselves, body, mind and soul, becoming that individual who faces fucking everything and comes out on the other side a jacked and stacked beast. Jacked on the outside because you're jacked on the inside, right? Alchemizing, taking what you were dealt and making the best of it. If you're interested, you can send me a DM on Instagram or email me. It's in the description below. I'll get back to you with my different programs. Pick up my training book, everything mindset, philosophy and training related you need in order to become a self-reliant, jacked and stacked individual. Please subscribe for more content. Sorry, I'll link my favorite anger song here. Okay, also, okay, in the description. Please subscribe for more content about fitness, fast losing weight, building muscle, self-improvement, soul, mental health, philosophy, spirituality, mindset. It is a mindset, guys. Let that anger out.